your side of the bed is always warmer, even after you get up. The pillow keeps the shape of where you were. You leave your book open, face down beside the lamp. I always close it because you say the pages will bend. At night you steal the blanket without knowing you do. I pull it back a little and you move closer. Sometimes you wake before me and lie still for a while. I know you are awake because your hand finds mine. There are no perfect mornings. Some are rushed, some are gray. But your voice saying my name makes them feel softer. On Sundays we stay longer and listen to the street. You tell me what you dream and forget half of it. I never thought a place could become a person, but now your side of the bed feels like home. And when you turn toward me before we sleep, I always think this is enough. This quiet room, this small light, and you. We'll leave the cafe a little after 10. The street is cool and almost empty. You put your hands inside your pockets and wait for me to catch up. At the first corner you slow down, even though the light is green. You say there is no hurry, and I know you mean it. We pass the bakery already closed and the little shop with blue curtains. You point at something in the window and tell me you like it. A bicycle moves past us, then the street goes quiet again. Your shoulder touches mine and stays there for a few steps. You say we should buy flowers for the table on the way back. At the crossing you take my hand like you always do without thinking. I look down at our fingers and smile to myself. The walk home is not far, but somehow it feels longer. Maybe because neither of us wants the night to end yet. When we reach our building, you look up at the windows, then you say, we are home, and I think, yes, we are. Two umbrellas by the door, one black, one yellow. Yours always drips on the floor, mine always falls over. You come in with wet hair and laugh at the weather. I take your coat, you take my hand, and we stand there for a second. The kettle starts to boil, you dry your sleeves. I find a towel, and you say I worry too much. Outside the rain gets harder, inside the room gets warm. You sit by the window and watch the drops move. Summer, about places we might go. You say somewhere quiet, I say anywhere with you. The rain keeps falling and the evening moves slowly. You rest your feet on mine under the table without noticing. Later, the umbrellas are still there by the door. Two small signs that we both came home to the same place. I think that is why I like rainy nights with you. They make the whole world feel smaller and closer. You always wait by the little corner shop. Even when I'm late, you never look annoyed. You just stand there with your hands in your pockets, watching the buses When I finally arrive, you smile like you've only been there for a minute. Then you take my bag without asking, and we start walking toward home. You tell me what happened today, who called, what made you laugh. I listen and watch your face under the streetlights as we walk. At the crossing you always step a little closer when the cars pass. Your hand touches mine for just a second, then stays there the rest of the way. We stop sometimes for bread or milk, and somehow it takes forever, because you read every label and I pretend not to hurry you. At home, you put the kettle on, I open the window for a little air. You ask if I'm tired and I say not anymore. We sit together without saying much, your shoulder against mine. The room feels warm even in winter, just because you are there. I think this is what happiness is, not fireworks, not perfect days, just someone who waits for you at the same corner and walks you home. You left a note on the fridge, written quickly before work. It only said, don't forget lunch, and underneath a little heart. I found it half an hour later while looking for the milk. I read it twice, even though there were only 4 words. All day I thought about it at strange little moments, waiting for the lift, crossing the street, standing in line for coffee. When you came home, you had forgotten you even wrote it. I showed you the note and you laughed at yourself. Nothing, just something you scribbled, but I kept it on the fridge under the small blue magnet. There are birthdays and holidays and photographs we save, but sometimes one careless sentence means more than all of them. That evening we made dinner and talked about the day. You stood beside me, cutting tomatoes too slowly. The note stayed on the fridge long after the paper curled, and every time I saw it, I remembered how lucky I was, not because of grand gestures or perfect words or plans, just because someone thinks of me before leaving in the morning. Ooh. always leave the hall light on when you know I will be late. Not because I need it, but because you know I notice you warm my cup before the tea when the weather turns cold. You say it keeps the heat longer, and I say you think of everything. You move my shoes away from the doorway every morning, then complain that I leave them there, and smile while you say it. You know which side of the sofa I always choose, and leave the soft blanket folded there for me. You send a short message when you arrive somewhere. Only 2 words, I'm here, nothing more, nothing needed. You remember how I like the window open just a little, even when you would rather keep the room warmer. None of these things would look important written down on paper, but together they make a kind of love I understand. No speeches, no surprises, no perfect movie scene, just the little things you do every day without thinking. And every time I notice one, I think the same quiet thought, how lucky I am to be loved like this. You open the window every morning, even when the air is cold. You say the room needs breathing, and I say, so do we. The curtain moves across your shoulder. The street below is waking up. Someone walks a small white dog. A bus turns at the corner. You stand there for a while with your hair still untidy. I bring coffee and set it down beside you on the sill. You tell me the sky looks clear. I tell you I already noticed, but really I was looking at the light on your face. Later we close the window and make the bed together. You You fold the blanket badly, and I fix the corner. You laugh because I always do, and I laugh because you always know. These little things keep repeating, and somehow never feel old. At night before we sleep, you open the window again, just a little for the cool air and the sound of the city. I lie beside you and think how good it is to know tomorrow morning you will stand there, and I will bring the coffee. The chair beside mine is always yours, even when the room is full. You pull it closer without asking and sit a little turned toward me. You leave your bag on the floor, your coat over the back. I move my cup to make some space, and you smile like you noticed. We talk about small things, what we saw, what we forgot. You tell me about a woman who missed her bus and laughed. I tell you about the man who sang at the crossing. And you say you wish you had been there with me. Quieter as the evening moves on. Your knee touches mine under the table. Neither one of us moves away, and somehow that says enough. You ask if I want another drink, I say yes. Not because I am thirsty, but because I want more time. The chair beside mine still feels like the safest place in the room. When we finally stand, you take my hand before we reach the door, and I think tomorrow night that chair will be yours again. You always choose the same blue cup, even though there are 6 more. You say the handle fits your hand, and that is reason enough. I know how much milk you like, how long you leave the tea, you know. I forget my spoon and bring me one without asking. Some mornings we hardly speak, we just sit across from each other. The window is pale, the room is warm, and the day has not begun yet. You read the first page slowly, I watch your eyes move down. Then you look up for no reason and smile at me. Later we leave the cups beside the sink and go outside. Your hand finds mine before we reach the stairs. Nothing important happens that day, no surprise, no big news, just lunch, a little shopping, and your laugh in the hallway. In the evening, the blue cup is back on the table. You hold it with both hands and tell me about your day. I think love may be knowing which cup someone will choose and being glad to see it there beside your own every morning. Sunday morning, you are still asleep. The curtains move a little in the air. Your sweater lies across the chair, and one sleeve touches the floor. I make coffee as quietly as I can. You wake anyway and call my name. I bring your cup back to the room and sit beside you on the bed. You wear that sweater even though it is too large. The sleeves cover half your hands. You say it is warmer that way, and I say it looks better too. We have no plans for the afternoon, no place we have to be. The rain begins against the window, and neither of us seems to mind. We sit near the glass with our cups and watch people cross the street. You point out a little red umbrella and make up a story about it. Later we cook something simple. You cut the bread, I wash the plates. See you steal one piece from the board and smile before I can complain. The whole day moves slowly without anything important happening, and somehow that is the part I know I will remember. By evening, the rain has stopped. You are still wearing that old sweater. Your head rests against my shoulder, and I think there is nowhere better. No holiday, no special date, no reason to remember this day, just you. A quiet room and happiness that asks for nothing. Ooh. say good morning before you open your eyes. Your voice is soft from sleep, and sometimes you smile first. I answer even when I am still half dreaming. Then you turn toward me, and the day begins slowly. You ask what time it is, I tell you too early. You laugh and hide under the blanket again. A few minutes later you get up and open the curtain. The room fills with pale light, and you stand there for a while. I hear the kettle from the kitchen and your steps. You bring 2 cups and sit at the edge of the bed. We talk about the day, nothing special, nothing planned. You say maybe we should walk somewhere after lunch. I think about how often happiness arrives without warning, not in big moments, but in a voice still soft from sleep. And every morning when you say those 2 words so quietly, I know I would choose to wake beside you again. The last train left a little while ago. You looked at the clock and smiled at me. You said it didn't matter, we could walk instead. The rain had almost stopped and the street was quiet. Your hand found mine before we reached the door, not like a question, just like it belonged there. We walk past closed windows and empty little cafes, talking about nothing and somehow everything. You told me about the first time you noticed me across that crowded room. I laughed because I remembered looking away too quickly when you caught my eye. We stopped beneath a yellow street light. You fixed my collar and kissed my cheek. There was no grand moment, no perfect line, just the kind of happiness that arrives quietly. At the corner you took my arm, the way you always do when the pavement is wet. I thought about how simple love can be, a warm hand and someone walking beside you. We passed a little park where we sat last spring. The bench was shining under the rain. You said we should come back when the mornings are warmer, and bring coffee with us. By the time we reached our street, the clouds had opened enough for a few stars. You looked up, then looked at me and said you were glad you missed the train. I was glad too, but I didn't say it. I just held your hand a little tighter. Sometimes happiness doesn't need a name, it just walks home with you. After midnight, you fall asleep before me most nights. Your book stays open on your chest until I move it. You never notice when I turn the lamp down, or when I pull the blanket over your shoulder. Sometimes you say something in your sleep, only one word too quiet to understand. I lie there for a while, listening to your breathing and the distant sound of cars. Different when you are asleep. Smaller, warmer, more peaceful. I think about the day we just had, the little jokes, the walk home, the things we forgot. Nothing perfect, nothing grand, just us. And somehow that is more than enough. Before I sleep, I touch your hand very lightly. You move closer without waking, stay there. I close my eyes and think how strange it is that happiness can be this quiet and still feel complete. Your side of the bed is always warmer, even after you get up. The pillow keeps the shape of where you were. You leave your book open face down beside the lamp. I always close it because you say the pages will bend. At night you steal the blanket without knowing you do. I pull it back a little and you move closer. Sometimes you wake before me and lie still for a while. I know you are awake because your hand finds mine. Perfect mornings, some are rushed, some are gray, but your voice saying my name makes them feel softer. On Sundays we stay longer and listen to the street. You tell me what you dreamed and forget half of it. I never thought a place could become a person, but now your side of the bed feels like home. And when you turn toward me before we sleep, I always think this is enough, this quiet room, this small light in you. We leave the cafe a little after 10. The street is cool and almost empty. You put your hands inside your pockets and wait for me to catch up. At the first corner you slow down, even though the light is green. You say there is no hurry, and I know you mean it. We pass the bakery already closed and the little shop with blue curtains. You point at something in the window and tell me you like it. A bicycle moves past us, then the street goes quiet again. Your shoulder touches mine and stays there for a few steps. We talk about tomorrow, about breakfast, about nothing. You say we should buy flowers for the table on the way back. At the crossing you take my hand, like you always do, without thinking. I look down at our fingers and smile to myself. The walk home is not far, but somehow it feels longer. Maybe because neither of us wants the night to end yet. When we reach our building, you look up at the windows, then you say, we are home. And I think, yes, we are. You always wait by the little corner shop, even when I'm late. You never look annoyed. You just stand there with your hands in your pockets, watching the buses come and go. When I finally arrive, you smile like you've only been there for a minute. Then you take my bag without asking, and we start walking toward home. You tell me what happened today, who called, what made you laugh. I listen and watch your face under the streetlights as we walk. At the crossing you always step a little closer. When the cars pass, your hand touches mine for just a second, then stays there the rest of the way. We stop sometimes for bread or milk, and somehow it takes forever, because you read every label and I pretend not to hurry you. Home you put the kettle on, I open the window for a little air. You ask if I'm tired and I say, not anymore. We sit together without saying much, your shoulder against mine. The room feels warm even in winter, just because you are there. I think this is what happiness is, not fireworks, not perfect days. Just someone who waits for you at the same corner and walks you home. You left a note on the fridge, reading quickly before work. It only said, don't forget lunch, and underneath a little heart. I found it half an hour later while looking for the milk. I read it twice even though there were only 4 words. All day I thought about it, strange little moments, waiting for the lift, crossing the street, standing in line for coffee. When you came home, you had forgotten, you even wrote it. I showed you the note and you laughed at yourself. You said it was nothing, just something you scribbled, but I kept it on the fridge under the small blue magnet. There are birthdays and holidays and photographs we save, but sometimes one careless sentence means more than all of them. That evening we made dinner and talked about the day. You stood beside me cutting tomatoes too slowly. The note stayed on the fridge long after the paper curled, and every time I saw it, I remembered how lucky I was. Not because of grand gestures or perfect words or plans, just because someone thinks of me before leaving in the morning. You always leave the hall light on when you know I will be late. Not because I need it, but because you know I notice. You warm my cup before the tea when the weather turns cold. You say it keeps the heat longer, and I say you think of everything. We move my shoes away from the doorway every morning, then complain that I leave them there and smile while you say it. You know which side of the sofa I always choose, and leave the soft blanket folded there for me. You send a short message when you arrive somewhere. Only 2 words, I'm here, nothing more, nothing needed. You remember how I like the window open just a little, even when you would rather keep the room warmer. None of these things would look important written down on paper, but together they make a kind of love I understand. No speeches, no surprises, no perfect movie scene, just the little things you do every day without thinking. And every time I notice one, I think the same quiet thought: how lucky I am to be loved like this. You send a short message when you arrive somewhere. Only Only 2 words, I'm here. Nothing more, nothing needed. You remember how I like the window open just a little, even when you would rather keep the room warmer. Open the window every morning, even when the air is cold. You say the room needs breathing, and I say, so do we. The curtain moves across your shoulder. The street below is waking up. Someone walks a small white dog. A bus turns at the corner. You stand there for a while with your hair still untidy. I bring coffee and set it down beside you on the sill. You tell me the sky looks clear. I tell you I already noticed, but really I was looking at the light on your face. Later we close the window and make the bed together. You fold the blanket badly and I fix the corner. You laugh because I always do, and I laugh because you always know these little things keep repeating and somehow never feel old. A night before we sleep, you open the window again, just a little for the cool air and the sound of the city. I lie beside you and think how good it is to know tomorrow morning you will stand there and I will bring the coffee. The chair beside mine is always yours, even when the room is full. You pull it closer without asking and sit a little turned toward me. You leave your bag on the floor, your coat over the back. I move my cup to make some space, and you smile like you noticed. We talk about small things, what we saw, what we forgot. You tell me about a woman who missed her bus and laughed. I tell you about the man who sang at the crossing. You say you wish you had been there with me. as the evening moves on. Your knee touches mine under the table. Neither one of us moves away, and somehow that says enough. You ask if I want another drink. I say yes, not because I am thirsty, but because I want more time. The chair beside mine still feels like the safest place in the room. When we finally stand, you take my hand before we reach the door. And I think tomorrow night the chair will be yours again. You always choose the same blue cup, even though there are 6 more. You say the handle fits your hand, and that is reason enough. I know how much milk you like, how long you leave the tea. You know I forget my spoon and bring me one without asking. Some mornings we hardly speak. We just sit across from each other. The window is pale, the room is warm, and the day has not begun yet. You read the first page slowly. I watch your eyes move down. Then you look up for no reason and smile at me. Later we leave the cups beside the sink and go outside. Your hand finds mine before we reach the stairs. Nothing important happens that day, no surprise, no big news. Just lunch, a little shopping, and your laugh in the hallway. In the evening, the blue cup is back on the table. You hold it with both hands and tell me about your day. I think love may be knowing which cup someone will choose, and being glad to see it there beside your own every morning. Sunday morning, You are still asleep. The curtains move a little in the air. Your sweater lies across the chair, and one sleeve touches the floor. I make coffee as quietly as I can. You wake anyway and call my name. I bring your cup back to the room and sit beside you on the bed. You wear that sweater even though it is too large. The sleeves cover half your hands. You say it is warmer that way, and I say it looks better too. We have no plans for the afternoon, no place we have to be. The rain begins against the window, and neither of us seems to mind. We sit near the glass with our cups and watch people cross the street. You point out a little red umbrella and make up a story about it. Later we cook something simple. You cut the bread, I wash the plates. You steal one piece from the board and smile before I can complain. The whole day moves slowly without anything important happening, and somehow that is the part I know I will remember. By evening, the rain has stopped. You are still wearing that old sweater. Your head rests against my shoulder, and I think there is nowhere better. No holiday, no special day, no reason to remember this day. Just you, a quiet room, and happiness that asks for nothing. You always say good morning before you open your eyes. Your voice is soft from sleep, and sometimes you smile first. I answer even when I am still half dreaming. Then you turn toward me, and the day begins slowly. You ask what time it is, I tell you too early. You laugh and hide under the blanket again. A few minutes later, you get up and open the curtain. The room fills with pale light, and you stand there for a while. I hear the kettle from the kitchen and your steps. You bring 2 cups and sit at the edge of the bed. We talk about the day, nothing special, nothing planned. You say maybe we should walk somewhere after lunch. I think about how often happiness arrives without warning, not in big moments, but in a voice still soft from sleep. And every morning when you say those 2 words so quietly, I know I would choose to wake beside you again. The last train left a little while ago. You looked at the clock and smiled at me. You said it didn't matter, we could walk instead. The rain had almost stopped and the street was quiet. Your hand found mine before we reached the door. Now like a question, just like it belonged there. We walked past closed windows and empty little cafes, talking about nothing and somehow everything. You told me about the first time you noticed me across that crowded room. I laughed because I remembered looking away too quickly when you caught my eye. We stopped beneath a yellow streetlight. You fixed my collar and kissed my cheek. There was no grand moment, no perfect line, just the kind of happiness that arrives quietly. At the corner you took my arm, the way you always do when the pavement is wet. I thought about how simple love can be, a warm hand and someone walking beside you. We passed the little park where we sat last spring. The bench was shining under the rain. You said we should come back when the mornings are warmer and bring coffee with us. By the time we reached our street, the clouds had opened enough for a few stars. You looked up, then looked at me and said you were glad you missed the train. I was glad too, but I didn't say it. I just held your hand a little tighter. Sometimes happiness doesn't need a name, it just walks home with you. After midnight. Your book stays open on your chest until I move it. You never notice when I turn the lamp down, or when I pull the blanket over your shoulder. Sometimes you say something in your sleep, only one word, too quiet to understand. I lie there for a while, listening to your breathing and the distant sound of cars. The room feels different when you are asleep. Smaller, warmer, more peaceful. I think about the day we just had, the little jokes, the walk home, the things we forgot. Nothing perfect, nothing grand, just us. And somehow that is more than enough. Before I sleep, I touch your hand very lightly. You move closer without waking and stay there. I close my eyes and think how strange it is that happiness can be this quiet and still feel